UH-60 Blackhawk Crew Chief, assigned to Alpha Company 2nd and 285th, here in support of Beyond the Horizons in Panama. For the sling load portion, what we are trying to do is actually give the students an on-hand perspective of what they'll be required to do for us as aviators and as them on the ground for us to come down and pick up their equipment. Our instruction is going to be the actual load up, the hookup of the equipment pertaining whatever it might be, bags, equipment, vehicles. We will instruct them on how to properly hook them up per the ETMs and how to properly secure them so that we're able to come in and just pick them up and go, as opposed to having to waste any time on the ground. The easiest and fastest way is for them to learn to do the hookup and the complete setup themselves, so that we don't have to waste any time with the mission. And during the actual pickup itself, the students were very quick to pick up the hooking portion of the exercise itself. It gets very tense, and it's very scary to have a very large aircraft coming in on you and you having no control of what's going on. They were really good about keeping their composure, hooking up the aircraft on a first-time go basis, which is basically what we want. The less time we can waste hovering around trying to get it hooked up and trying to get out of there, the easier it's going to be. The fastest that we can do the mission, the better it's going to be for everybody. The UH-60, the Alpha version, can actually lift 8,000 pounds. The Lima version, which is what we have here, can lift 9,000 pounds. That's not necessarily saying that we're going to go ahead and pick up a 9,000 pound object. That's just the limits to where it's at. We generally try to maintain anywhere from 7,000 and below. Picking the equipment up here, that's the easy process. Actually getting it hooked up and flying the equipment, because it never really flies the way it's supposed to. That's the hard part. Pilots work constantly on their training, as do the crew chiefs, trying to make sure that that equipment flies properly. A loss of equipment would be very detrimental to everybody. We will come in, hook the vehicle up. The hookup man on the bottom will be hooking it up. The safety will be right behind them to make sure that everything is good to go around them. Once the hookup is complete, they will in turn move out of the way to a safe area. Helicopter will pick up the equipment and move out, making sure that he's got the power to maneuver around. Come back and attempt to put it right back in about the same spot. We tend to pride ourselves on positioning, so it's one of the things that we like doing. As part of our familiarity here in Panama and actually getting the units that are with us very familiar with the aviation aspect of what we do, we also allowed for time for incentive rides, which is basically just giving somebody a ride in a Blackhawk that's never been in a Blackhawk. They hear about the birds and they see them everywhere, but being inside of them, it's really a real treat. They actually got to fly around the Fort Sherman area, going out towards the fort and going down the line on the Chagres River, coming out over by the first locks over at Gatun Lake and coming back around. Pretty fast, pretty quick, down around about 100 knots at treetop level, and it's something that most people will never see. If you're not in aviation, it's one of the biggest treats that you will ever get. Best ride that you will ever have. And after the exercise, we conducted our general AIR, and our AIR was based on trying to find out what the students liked about the training and what we would do better the next time. We like to try to improve every time. There's always improvement to do for the next group coming around. And being aviation is about the best job that you could have. A lot of people think we play it up a lot, but it actually is. To get to fly in these aircraft every day, from morning to night, you just don't get tired of it. You don't get tired of watching them fly. You don't get tired of being in the air with them. Being down here helping BTH and supporting the unit we come down here to do this, and we love flying around the country. And there's no better way to see Panama but in the air. You'll get a lot of jungle, and you'll get a lot of sights, and this is about the best way to see it. If you want to go aviation, stay aviation.